And it is January 9th. Today, the crypto markets are still bleeding out. We have Bitcoin. It's just trading around 91,000 right now. And that it's continued a downward trend for the last 3 days. And so I mentioned yesterday on the live stream that some people were calling potentially for 89,000 Bitcoin. And so now that we've continued to have a drop this morning, we hit 91,000. We've actually touched 91.1, which was our low point for the day so far. But we have been just RSI trending down, oversold pretty much most of the day. And so everything is trending down at the moment. So with that being said, yesterday, as you know, I kind of went over some Ethereum prices. ETH is trading at 3,200 at the moment. So that's down about $100 from yesterday because we were hovering about 3,300 for about 2 or 3 days. So it looks like the alts are kind of starting to take a little bit of a dive with that. I have my coffee, excuse me. It's only my fourth cup of the day. I actually slept a little better last night, which was nice because the day before, I think I was operating on like 2 hours of sleep just because of everything going on in my life. And so, anyway, let's see. So I'm all over the place today, you guys. So much going on with the fires. Like one of my friends in my group chat just mentioned that her home burned down. And it's the first friend that I've heard of who's lost everything in the fire. And so in our group chat, there were a couple of people that reached out to her. Her name is Kayla. Kayla lost everything in the fire, and her parents were able to get out safely. But you know, they lost pretty much everything. And it's just super heartbreaking. On the news this morning, there was another young mother and family who was talking about how in the Altadena fire, they had lost completely everything. They had lost their home, excuse me, the school where the kids went, everything, the whole neighborhood is completely decimated. And so it's just super tragic. So for me to hear of a friend who's actually lost their home, it actually upsets me quite a bit. And so I do think that that's a little bit of why the markets are bleeding today. Plus there was some news that came out on Bitcoin yesterday that the Silk Road Bitcoin that was confiscated, it went and was approved to be able to be sold. So far, none of that Bitcoin has sold. And so that Bitcoin is now just sitting in a wallet. Hopefully nothing moves with it, although there's some speculation that anything that happens with that would be done OTC and not something that would actually have much price impact on the market. But let's hope not, because Senator Loomis has drafted this Bitcoin strategic reserve. And, you know, I've been watching the U.S. financial deficit for decades now. And when you see it continue to balloon like it is, it's hard to see that there's ever going to be any end in sight for the debt that the U.S. has incurred. However, Bitcoin, we have a significant amount of it. And, you know, the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve is supposed to take that Silk Road Bitcoin and essentially lock it up to be able to help pay back some of the U.S. economy and debts that we have. But yeah, it's just super tragic because, you know, we have things going on here in California with the wildfires, and they're sending aid to Ukraine again. And, you know, it's just tragic that this is now, you know, the third major incident that's happened where we haven't had proper resources to deploy locally, but that we have plenty of aid to give internationally for things that we really don't have any need to be involved with. So yeah, I'm continuing to watch the news and watch the charts. It's a fantastic buying opportunity because, to be honest, people did not think we would see Bitcoin under 100,000 again, but yet here we are, and we have Bitcoin. It looks like it may potentially dip to 89. So good morning. Hello, if you are here. Grand rising to you, Dumar, Farhan. Hello. So happy you are here. If you're new to my channel, I live stream every day. I typically talk about U.S. politics because it closely relates to, you know, the crypto markets, but mostly the crypto markets. So crypto entertainment. I do pull up charts, and I will be having like a different live stream feature. But for now, I'm kind of liking the vertical live stream. I can't screen share with you, so I just kind of have to verbally go over the markets. So moving on, ETH is down $100 today. ADA is trading, it's starting to lose support at 90 cents. It's starting to trade at 89. So I think that might potentially do another shift down, especially if Bitcoin loses its position here at 90,000. If we dip into the 80s, it could potentially go down even more. And so I would say look to see ADA at potentially 80 cents. But yeah, this is a great opportunity to be buying some and getting in a better position before the bull market goes forward. So Dogecoin is trading at 31 cents. Dogecoin was my big first win in crypto. So I will always love Dogecoin. Plus I love the do only good every day slogan that goes with it. I feel like crypto is a place for community, for people to work together. And so Dogecoin has always kind of represented that like good community aspect. And if you notice, like people on Doge, although there is FUD that comes out about Dogecoin, for the most part, people that participate in the Doge ecosystem, it's just very much that sense of community. So anyway, I really appreciate the Doge community. Let's see. So moving on from there, some other crypto news coming out today. AI tokens are still super big in this space. I think that that is going to be not just a meta, but something that continues to explode as something that is new for this sector. A lot of the AI coins are something that is, you know, something that's just a simple API pull or something like that. But there are some AI tokens that actually have different utility built behind them. And actual true AI components to it. So this morning, Forbes just published an article about the A16Z predictions. You know, that's one that I do not have any exposure to. A16Z has had just a lot of exposure or just a lot of press lately. If you have any exposure to that, let me know, because I don't really know a whole heck of a lot about this, but it seems to me like it's kind of VC backed and funded. And so I feel like a lot of the headlines it's receiving is because of the fact that it's got money behind it. And one of the tokens that I've talked about on here before that I have, and I have not been paid by them, I purchased in on the coin by myself, is the Build token on Solana. And Build is actually an AI assistant that will build your website for you. So it's not just an API data pull, it is actually some useful technology with an AI function behind it. So I'm super excited about Build, and I am just kind of starting to keep a pulse on the AI sector and what that means for crypto. Although, as I was kind of going over like in my head what I was going to talk about on the live stream today, you know, we've branded this particular bull run the meme coin super cycle, and that was like over a year and a half ago. I think I was early to Pepe. Oh my God, I have a hair on my microphone. I was early to Pepe. I got in on like day 3, but I had sold somewhere along the way. I made a pretty decent bag on it. I want to say like a couple of grand, but I'd sold a little, and then I was in and out just kind of during the bear market because, you know, things were just kind of low, and it seemed like people were kind of moving in and out of Pepe. And then as we were talking about the meme coin super cycle, things started to explode on Solana. Hello, Cheeky Eben from South Africa. If you're new here, smash a subscribe, give a like, drop some more comments. I love all of the engagement. That's what I love most about live streaming, is I actually get to interact with the people that pop onto my channel. And so we are talking about crypto. I live stream every day. I have not picked out a time that I prefer to live stream yet. I'm kind of just like bouncing the time around to see when I get the most activity. So Oh my God, what was I saying? I totally got sidetracked. As I was getting ready for today, and thinking about the meme coin super cycle, we had Pepe in the bear market, then we started to call it the meme coin super cycle, and then on Solana, Pump.Fun came out, and then it was like meme central. Everybody was pumping out a meme. And so, and even today, there's just tons of memes that pop up every day. And so we've continued down the path of this meme coin super cycle. And that's where I feel like AI coming out actually has utility built around some of it. And, it has like a company that people work at and actual like tangible assets, not just like this vaporware that was launched on Pump.Fun. And so anyway, I feel like the attention is going to be moving to the AI coins. But also I really feel like this is a repeat of the ICO era. So ICO era was in 2017. There were tons of coins being launched at that time. And so I feel like this is sort of a repeat of the ICO era because there are just so many tokens being launched. So with that being said, there are certain things that occurred then that we can actually utilize this cycle, such as, not every coin is going to make it. Same with the NFT cycle of 2020, 2021. So majority of them are going to go to zero. You just have to know that. I remember when Gary Vaynerchuk had said about NFTs is that, 99% of NFT projects are going to go to zero. I did not fully believe him until I actually rode every single one of my NFTs to zero. So I had to use that learning lesson. And same with the ICO era. It's easy to see how many coins were launched and then they just didn't come back after that particular run. So when you start to look at this cycle and which memes that you want to invest in, you want to invest in teams that that are going to show up. And it's really sucky when you say do your own research because where do you even go to research? And it's not typically published who these dev teams are. So unless you're good at reading the blockchain, and even still, devs can spawn new wallets all the time. You can have 100 different wallets on one particular account. And so it makes it almost impossible unless you're really going through and tracking the blockchain and seeing where all of these are originating from. And so with that being said, I have particular meme coins this cycle that I'm still going to be investing in and holding. One of those is Dogecoin. I will not be holding it for the entire cycle. I have some. I will be trading out of it. But it's just because I want to take profits at the end of the cycle and not write everything down to zero. We're all here to make money and change our lives. And if you aren't selling the project or selling some of these coins and taking profits, you're just never going to be able to start to get ahead. And at the end of the day, we're a losing battle, even here in the US, where it's the land of the free and you're able to, create prosperity for yourself and your family. We are constantly up against the inflation and the devaluation of the dollar. And, and it's not just the US. If we go down, the rest of the world feels the impacts as well. And so I think the best thing for us to do is to take some stance for ourselves and to start investing in ourselves. And I truly believe that meme coins are a fantastic way for us to be able to create that prosperity for ourselves. So what I didn't realize the first cycle, and how I explain this to normies, is if you are on Ethereum or you are on Solana, that is our layer one. If your meme coin is on that particular blockchain, that's essentially what I look at it as. So Pepe is on ETH. And when I sell my Pepe, it becomes Ethereum. So I put some money into Pepe, and because it is just fractions of a penny and a low market cap, you're able to ride that up, sell it, and then you're sitting on ETH essentially. So there's coins that you're going to see and you're going to know that there's high risk and high volatility. These are going to be coins you're going to put a small percentage of your investment portfolio in because you want to be hanging on to your layer ones for dear life because ETH is going to do well. Solana is going to do well. Solana is trading under $200. I think it was at $190 last I looked. And so there's meme coins popping up on Solana all the time. I will tell you right now, there is a particular meme on Solana. I know the dev team. They are doxed and they were working on the Brett Gold project. That was very successful. They ran it up. it ran into some FUD like other communities do. And so they have sort of soft launched the Baby Pingu coin. So I will drop the CA for Baby Pingu in the comments after we get off of this. But Baby Pingu, if you're familiar, if it sounds familiar, I had a phone call coming in during the live stream, so I don't know what happens when that happens. Or can you still hear me? Are we good? Just give me like a thumbs up or say yeah if everything's good. So sorry about that. So the Pudgy Penguins launched Pingu coin. Oh, you can't hear. Oh, still no? Okay, still yeah? Okay, audio is good now. Okay. So Pudgy Penguins, they launched Pingu coin. So Baby Pingu is a spinoff of Pingu. So it is a derivative project of the Pudgy Penguins. And so although you might look at it and go, oh, it's a derivative project, wouldn't I just buy Pingu? You can get into Baby Pingu for fractions of a penny, so you can have and hold larger quantity. The team is there. They're going to be launching merch. They're going to be blasting the timeline. So I feel like Baby Pingu is something you can get in early. But again, do not put a ton of money into it. Do not put all your savings into it. Just put in what you can afford to lose in case it does go down, and know what your stop losses are. You always need to know what your stop losses are, because if you don't want to lose more than 25 or 50% of that investment, you just need to know that you're going to cut your losses, because when you deal with meme coins, there is just so much volatility. And so you have to really, know that you're comfortable with whatever it is. And yes, always do your own research if possible. So, but yeah, so there's a lot of money to be made, and there is a delay in this start of this super cycle. And so there is just more opportunity for you to be able. Something else to think about, tax season's coming up. People are going to be getting tax refunds. Tax refunds start hitting around February, March. I mean, I think we're really going to, plus we have the inauguration. So you have the inauguration, tax season's coming. I think we're going to start to gig us in here in the next month or so, but then it might plateau out a little bit until summertime. If you look at the chart where it shows before we enter the banana zone, we still have a little way to go in that little pocket before we start to gig us into the banana zone. So, and I just like to say banana zone because it's kind of fun. It just reminds me of banana hammock. Oh my God, you guys, I actually used to just kind of say banana hammock like that all the time, as a joke. And then my daughter picked it up and she took it to preschool and was saying banana hammock. And then somebody told her that it meant a Speedo. Oh, and she was horrified. She's like, I've been saying that at school. Anyway, thought you guys would appreciate that funny story. Yeah, so since we have been on this live stream, I told you we bottomed out at 91.1 on Bitcoin. Since we have been live streaming, we are pumping the charts, guys. We are at 92.2. But again, I think we are looking like we are overbought again on the RSI line. So I think this is going to start to give us a little dip down. So yeah, again, we are in our third consecutive days of downtrend. So if you are going to be doing any sort of swing trading, I have a feeling Friday is usually the day that we're going to see a little bit of pumping. William, I love that you like my banana hammock comment. So anyway, yeah, if you're going to be doing any sort of swing trading, today would potentially be a day to buy. I think we'll see a little bit of a rally tomorrow, but then again, I think it's going to continue to stay a little bit in the bearish territory. But again, don't be sad about it because it's just more opportunities for us to buy. So that is pretty much all I have for now. If you guys are new here, please smash a like, subscribe. I am live streaming every day now, and I just love talking about crypto. I love talking about politics. I talk a lot of shit sometimes. So anyway, Sol is totally on sale right now at 186. That's wonderful. So yeah, I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, stay safe out there. And I love you. Thank you for being here.